Hey everybody, and welcome again to another edition of Where the Heck Are the Albans? And we are roaming around Wisconsin still in Milwaukee, and we have decided to stop off at, I believe it's pronounced Sprecher? Sprecher. It's a brewing company, but they also make soda pop as well. But they were established in about 1985, I believe. And we're going to go on the tour. So come on, let's go in. Okay, so I think this is how you pronounce it. It's called Sprecher, and it is a brewery. But not only do they do beer, but they also make soda pops as well, like root beer, cherry colas, regular cola for the kids. But we're going to take a tour of the brewery, and here we go.
My name's Elliot. I'm going to be your tour guide today. You guys are in luck. I'm the best looking and the smartest tour guide we have on staff, which is pretty cool for you guys. Which means if you guys have any questions along the way, please let me know. I'm going to answer all those questions. You're going to go home with answers to every single one of those questions. Because if I just don't know it, I'll make it up. So definitely answers today. I do know a lot about the brewery though. So we're going to start here, and maybe the most important part of the brewery. This is our quality assurance area over here. You can see these bottles with the date taped on the top. We're going to take one bottle out of every batch. We're going to throw in these boxes. Make sure it stays high quality for a long period of time. If somebody calls in, something stays a little funky, our brewmaster Craig will take one of these bottles and bring it behind you into the quality assurance laboratory. He'll check that beer or soda out under the microscope, figure out what has gone wrong, if anything, and then he'll figure out how to fix it for next time. He'll also formulate some new recipes for beer and soda right in that room, so you guys can always try something new from Sprecher. We are going to head over here into our brew house, and this is a live and active brewery. So watch your steps as we go here. There may be some pipes, tubes, broken glass, puddles. Who knows what we're going to see in there. So just watch your step, don't touch anything. Please do not sit on anything either. Follow me. Alright, welcome to the brew house. This is our only production facility, which means that everything in your glasses right now, anything that you will drink from Sprecher, was made right here in this room. Right back there in that brew kettle, which is pretty cool. So next time you guys are enjoying a product from us, you can remember our tour today. You're going to see every single part of the brewery that it was made in, and I'm going to tell you each step along the way to make those products. So Sprecher was founded in 1985 by Randy Sprecher, and he had spent some time in the south of Germany enjoying some very traditional styles of European beer. And he absolutely fell in love with those styles of beer. But when he came back to the States, what he noticed is that no one was really making those styles of beer. He looked all over the place. He was disappointed to find that no one was making those beers. And at the time, he was a shift supervisor at Pabst Brewing Company right downtown Milwaukee. And like many others at that time, he was laid off. So what he decided to do was change his major from oceanography to fermentation sciences. He took a few of his friends and started a brewery of his own where he would brew these traditional styles of European beer. And a lot of people come in here and they ask, Elliot, grab me a glass of that delicious, famous Sprecher root beer. Right? We like the root beer. Kids, you love the soda. Well, we started as a traditional European brewing company. So where did the soda come into play? Randy started giving tours at the brewery, and he noticed the same thing I noticed today. We got some families on tour. We got some kids. And kids, do you drink beer? No? Okay, well, you gotta have something to do at the brewery, because if the kids aren't having fun, the parents aren't having fun. And that's not good for business. So, Randy sat down one night, sketched out a little recipe for root beer. He started serving it on the tours, just for the kids. They absolutely loved it, bouncing off the walls, having a great time. And after a while, kids are going to have to get cut off of that soda, which is a good thing. You don't want those kids bouncing off the walls too much. It's bad for business. And so, the parents, instead of wasting that little bit of soda that's left in the glass, are just going to decide to drink it themselves. It turns out that they really like that. So they're going to maybe get it filled up a couple more times just for them. Word starts to travel about this root beer, and after a while, people come from all over the place just to try the root beer. Now, this makes Randy a little upset. He's trying to share these traditional styles of European beer with everybody, and they're coming for the root beer. It's a little sad. Finally, somebody comes up to Randy and says, "This is the best root beer I've ever had. You've got to start putting it in bottles. It is great. I'm going to bring some back to my family." Randy thinks about it for a while, and he decides this guy might be onto something. and he starts to bottle that root beer and sell it along with beer. This turned out to be a really good choice. Today, root beer outsells all of our other products combined 3-1.
Wow.
Great. Lots of root beer coming out of here. You could even say that root beer keeps our company afloat. We do have a little secret ingredient. It's right over there. Honey, exactly. We're going to put a little bit of honey in each one of our sodas. And now that is a pretty big container of honey. Any idea how many bottles of soda we're going to make from one of those containers? Any guesses? 10,000? Too small. 50,000? Also too small. 412,500 bottles just from that one container. So we don't put a ton of honey in each of those sodas, but it does give it that characteristic sweetness that we have come to love. It's really cool. And we get that honey right from Germantown, Wisconsin. We love to shop local here at Sprecher, and I'm going to tell you a few examples along the way. For example, my favorite soda, Cherry Cran. Really good stuff. We get our cherries from Door County, cranberries from Wisconsin Rapids. And if you didn't know this about Wisconsin, cranberry capital of the world. We have the best cranberries right from Wisconsin Rapids. Really great flavor in there. And so, kids, you're going to get free soda all day today. You get a totally unlimited soda. Good news, adults, you guys get unlimited soda as well. And beer is not as easy for us to make as soda. We're going to have to change times, temperatures, and ingredients just to change the style of beer. So we have 4 main ingredients that we're going to use in pretty much all of our beers that follow the Bavarian purity law. Any idea what those 4 ingredients are? Shout them out for me.
Hops.
Hops, very good.
Malt.
Malt, okay.
Water.
Water.
Yeast.
Yeast, very good. There we go. So I have a few examples here. We're going to have a new container of malted grain, and these are our malts. These are barley seeds that get germinated for a while to get some sugar and enzyme production going on inside, and then they're dried out so we don't have any plant growth out of it. The same thing here, just been roasted like a coffee bean. That's where you're going to get this dark color. And this is going to give the beer its color as well. So if you have a nice dark colored beer today, this is the style of grain that we're going to put in it. This is done just like roasting a coffee bean, and that is going to caramelize some of those sugars in there, giving you some more complex flavors like chocolate, coffee, and caramel. Really nice stuff. Speaking of local cities, these are hops, and they're going to come from Wausau, Wisconsin. I love the smell of hops, and so I always take advantage of my tour. Really good stuff. These are pelletized hops. So there's a little pellets here. Very easy to just pop them in your mouth. Don't do it. You'll be tasting hops for weeks. All right? Don't do it. And these are pelletized hops. Hops are actually a flower. They're grown on a vine. We call them a hop cone. And we're going to have to use about 100 pounds of hops for every batch of beer that we brew. We heat that up until it starts to boil, and this is when we can add our hops. We add hops about 3 different times during the boil. And if you add hops early in the boil, you get a very bitter quality from those hops. Adding hops later in the boil keeps more of the hops aroma. You're going to get somewhat of a sweeter flavor, maybe citrus or pine, depending on the strain of hops that we use. This is 3 ingredients now into our beer. What we have is called wort. We're going to put that wort over here into our fermentation tanks. We have plenty more fermentation tanks in the next room that we'll see in a few moments. Now in there is where we're going to add our final ingredient, which is the yeast. Those yeast are single cellular organisms. They don't know that they're in a brewery, and they don't know that they're making beer. But what they do know is that we just dump them into a huge vat of food, and they're going to go nuts. Totally crazy. Those guys act a lot like me on the weekends. They're going to hang out in there, consume some sugar, and then produce some gas. This is what happens in there. They're going to work pretty hard in there. And so after they're done, they're going to take a nap, settle out to the bottom of the tank, and that's when our beer is completely finished. It's ready to be bottled. What they're really doing in there is consuming those sugars from the mashing process, going through a process called alcohol fermentation, which converts our simple sugar glucose into ethanol, which is our drinking alcohol, producing CO2 or carbon dioxide, the same stuff that we exhale, as a byproduct. I am a chemistry teacher in my spare time, so if you're interested after the tour, we'll talk fermentation cycle the rest of the time. I'm really interested in that. No one has taken me up on that offer yet. I don't know why. Nice, love it. So we are going to head through our lagering cellar. We're going to see plenty more fermentation tanks in there. It is like a big refrigerator though. You wouldn't leave your fridge door open at home. So please don't leave our fridge door open. If you do leave that door open, what's going to happen is the room gets a little bit warmer, the yeast are going to get bad, beer's going to go bad, and then I get fired. Which means I lose my beer discount. really not good. So the last person through those doors, please just shut them behind you. Also, walking into our bottling line, there is a step down. There's a yellow line painted on it and a sign that says, step down. So that's 3 different warnings for you. It's now your fault if you fall. Follow me.
Ooh, it's cold. Maybe we can start this thing up and put a glove on one of the bottles, like Laverne and Shirley. One tall stack of bottles. You tired? Is he boring you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
We also walk past our malt storage area, which is all the way down there. Each bag is 50 pounds of malt. Every week we go through 24,000 pounds of that malt. It's pretty crazy. We'll get to walk past that on the way out again. You may smell some of those similar aromas to what we smelled with that malt in the brew house as well. So once we have a finished beer or soda, we get to come in this room and put it in bottles and send it to you guys. We're gonna start right back here with these huge stacks of bottles. They're gonna head into that green machine, lift it up onto the top track, and swing around right above my head here. This netting is here in case we have any bottles that wanna hop off or shatter on the track. We wanna catch that before it hits anybody in the head. We're gonna put each bottle through this big silver machine over here, where they are flipped, sprayed, and sanitized, removing any dirt, dust, or bacteria from that shipping process. They then head into the next room, which is our filling and capping room. Soda is filled at 400 bottles per minute, beer at 350 bottles per minute. And the reason for that little bit of slowdown with the beer is we're going to choose to flash pasteurize all of our products here at Sprecher. If we didn't do that, what's going to happen is some yeast cells may survive in the bottles. They're going to continue to live out their life. They're going to produce CO2 and ethanol, and by the time that bottle gets to you, all of that built up pressure inside that bottle turns that into a bottle rocket. It's not fun. Not fun for you guys. So we're going to cap those bottles then with a cap from La Crosse, Wisconsin. And those bottles, by the way, come from Burlington, Wisconsin. All the bottles head out that room around the corner. And those tubes hanging from the ceiling are going to spray some air across the bottles to remove any condensation from that filling process. Each bottle heads through this next circular machine where it gets spun all the way around, getting a body and neck label slapped on at the same time. Those labels coming from right here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The bottles head single file down this track until it reaches this one apparatus behind me where they're spread out in 4 rows all the way to the end of the track here where we have 24 bottles waiting. At the same time, we have some open cardboard boxes on this other track above our heads. We're going to have 6 or 4 pack carriers already in those. They're going to head down the ramp and right underneath our bottles here. Once we have an open box down here, 24 bottles there, we're going to drop each bottle into the box, forming a case of soda or beer. The case continues along the track, gets taped up, sent into the back, stacked on pallets, spun around and shrink wrapped. What we have at the end of that whole process is what you can see all the way back at the end of this room is a pallet of soda or beer ready to be shipped to any of the 39 states that we're going to distribute to. Otherwise, at the end of the night, what we get to do is head back there, grab all those heavy boxes, restock the gift shop. So don't buy anything now. Skip that process. Any questions on this side? Experts, bottling experts. You guys can run the line from here. So we are a microbrewery, the first microbrewery in the city of Milwaukee since Prohibition. Something cool we can tell you today. That means we produce about 30,000 barrels of beer every year. Any idea how many gallons are in a barrel of beer? 31. Yes! Very good. You must have known that. It's not a number that anyone has ever guessed. 31, very strange. But that is just under 100,000 gallons of beer every year. To put that into perspective, our friends Lakefront just to the south will produce about double what we do in beer. We have another competitor in the city, maybe has a baseball park named after him. I don't know. They're going to spill and dump down the drain more beer every week than we produce all year long. It's pretty great. So there's a difference between a micro and a macro brewery. We're always going to be a small batch brewing company. That's how we feel we can give you guys the highest quality product every time, and that's what we're always going for here at Sprecher. Which brings us to really the best part of the tour. You get to stop listening to me, and we get to try some of that high quality product. So what I ask from you guys is just make a single file line on the left-hand side of the bar. Make your order with me. I'll take the tab off your wristband. Don't take those tabs off yourself, otherwise they are void.
Emerson, pick up one of them things and just carry it under your arm. All right?
I think I will.
Just put it in your purse. Ooh, you smell it? Yeah. Smell the grains? Ooh, that smells good. And we are back where we started. So since we're not big drinkers, we got soda pop. We tried the soda pop. So we tried the grape, the orange creamsicle, root beer, and cherry cran, which happens to be my favorite. I think that one is the best. That is so good. What do you think? You've tried them all.
I like the root beer.
You like the root beer?
I like the cherry cran and the grape.
Did you try any of them? You like which one, the root beer? Vivian has a little tummy ache.
No, a headache.
Oh, a headache. I thought she had a tummy ache. I'm sorry. How are you feeling? You doing okay? She warm?
I'm wondering if she's getting...
I think someone just shared their disease with her.
It's not a disease. I'm not gonna die from it.
A non-fatal disease. So they even have a scotch that they make. Commando. So they have all their specialty beers. Czar Brew. There is their mascot. If you want to purchase anything, exit through the gift shop. They even have swimwear. That sounds good. Asian pear. That is a great shirt. The tasting department. So very interesting place, very, very good drinks. So even though we're not big drinkers or anything like that, I did try the hard cherry cola. It's 5% alcohol per volume. And that first sip just about blew me away. Okay, everybody, so that was the tour of the Sprecher Brewing Company. And it was so much fun. We actually had a great tour guide. He was very funny. He was very nice. But at the end there, we had all that soda pop. We had, and they were, every single one of them was fantastic. And like I said, I did try the hard cola, the hard cherry cola. Boy, that first sip kind of took me, but then the rest of it was okay. And luckily, it was just a small little glass. But even for the tour, the kids get the little cups that they get to take, and we also got a. So here's the kids' cup, and they also put on here all the different flavors that they offer, like grape and Puma Cola, ginger ale, cream soda, and so forth. And then we, as the adults, we get the tour glass, or the glass for the tastings, but this is the size of the tastings that they give you. But you get to keep the glass for free, and they'll even rinse them out for you at the very end. So, fun tour. I highly recommend it if you're in the Milwaukee area. So, until next time, if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe below. Leave us a nice comment or two. So we will see you guys next time on Where the Heck Are the Albans? Thanks. Bye.